The NBA season just started, and I already can't handle it. Seeing old players in new uniforms, unfortunate injuries right off the bat, fights galore.
Dyson Daniels going after Claxton. He did not appreciate that push.
And our beautiful game back on the hardwood, to quote the young Titan.
I missed it. I love it. I missed it.
Welcome back. Grab you popcorn, because this opening week was pure cinema. October 22nd, 2024. Praise God. Basketball is back.
Taxi! Taxi! Take me to the garden.
This is how the 2024 NBA season started. The defending NBA champs Celtics versus the revamped Knicks with Cat and Bridges, a clash that we very well might see in the Eastern Conference Finals next year. The biggest question everyone wanted answered was, did Tatum and Bridges break their jump shots by trying to tweak them in the offseason? Tatum answered the question right away. The new shot is faster, with less of a hitch on the catch.
Limited lineup tonight for New York because of the injuries of Tatum.
Tatum is on a heater right now. 50 points.
For Bridges, the story was a bit different.
None of these shots are even close. Something's going on with his release point.
Props to Coach Tibbs for letting him shoot the technical free throw to try to get him going.
They're trying anyway to get Mikal Bridges going. He's missing free throws here.
Because on the whole, it ended up paying off.
Bridges will launch a long shot.
There it
and
goes.
It finally goes. It is
There
a
it
three.
goes.
Since this was only game one, we will give the Knicks a pass for how disorganized their offense was.
Better hurry up. Better hurry up.
It was a violation. 8 seconds.
About the defense here by Jaylen Brown.
But the spacing was god-awful.
It's very good for the Boston Celtics.
Ultimately, this game was decided from beyond the arc, with the Celtics making history on opening night.
Pritchard and out to Horford. That's a three, and that ties the record. That's number 29.
What a way to kick off the season.
Me, I want to win. You want to win? Yeah. He want to win too.
Over in LA, the Wolves had no intention of being nice.
We ain't here to be nice.
But the biggest question coming into the game was JJ Redick, the first-time head coach with zero pro coaching experience, tasked with captaining one of the league's most valuable franchises. And I have some good news. It's already a night and day difference from last year's Lakers under Ham. The ball was moving.
Off the board.
Bullet feed. Russell to Hayes with a tasty dish.
Bodies were moving.
Need some help. Cutter. Russell. Layup for two.
Even with the Lakers shooting 3 for 19 from 3, they still found themselves up 17 against last year's Western Conference finalists.
James goes to the rim, flips it home, and the foul.
And we knew that was coming.
Unfortunately for Minnesota, Julius Randle did not look good. He is playing super hesitant right now. He was letting Reeves outmaneuver him to rebounds off the free throw.
It's unforgivable here by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Julius Randle made absolutely no effort there to block out.
And even when he caught Braun asleep, he was passing up open threes for offensive fouls on the drive.
Drives in, contact with James, offensive foul.
Ant was not happy. But it just wasn't enough.
Davis over Randle, he cans it.
After the game, Rui was busy throwing boulders at Randle.
We talk about Julius Randle. He sometimes he just standing and stuff. So we talk about we gotta kind of use that.
While Coach was busy getting drenched in celebration of his first win, October 23rd, 2024. Pray for Kawhi. On Wednesday, every team in the association was out for blood. Players were dropping like flies all over the place. If you had a pulse, you were hitting the deck. And air balls were raining down like confetti all over these United States. North of the border, Grady Dick tried to propel Canada's team to a win by getting fancy with it.
Grady Dick along the baseline with the finish.
But turns out style points don't count when the other team's just better.
Out comes Dick to the basket. Rejected from behind by Donovan Mitchell.
The Cavs, far too superior, annihilated the baby dinosaurs by a casual 30.
Mitchell ripped it away from from Pirtle, goes to the basket, lays it in, gets fouled by Barnes.
However, the first injury of the season came at the hands of James Wiseman, who had an unfortunate non-contact lower leg injury.
That's a non-contact. Those are always discomforting or uncomfortable.
He is slow to get up.
Yeah, he's slow to get up. I don't know if it's his ankle.
Prayers up for James. The Pistons had to balance the scales somehow, so they decided to throw in an extra man on the court.
There's 6 men on the floor or something? There were 6 Pistons on the floor. Count them, folks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. Now you come down. Here's 4. Here's 5. And there's 6.
But Detroit just can't catch a break, because with just 22 seconds left in the game, Halliburton, who had been 0 of 8 from 3 up to that point, hit them with the game-ending dagger.
Halliburton has yet to hit a shot. He does! Tyrese Halliburton had missed his first 8 from three-point range and hits the big one.
Over in Atlanta, we had a feisty one. The game started on the right note, with the first overall pick hitting his first NBA bucket.
Ricochet. His first NBA shot is a 3.
And was no hesitation.
But things got physical fast.
Oh my goodness. And he's trying to say, I didn't come here with those scratches.
With tensions rising to the nth degree.
Does it again, and Daniels to the basket and gets dropped. And Dyson Daniels going after Claxton. He did not appreciate that push. Watch this.
And you hit him up right around him.
I mean, you just smoke him with your forearm in midair.
Player foul penalty 2 on Claxton. There is wind up, impact, and follow through to a vulnerable airborne player. Claxton is ejected from the game.
Hunter gets fouled hard. Thomas and Simmons both there. And now Thomas gets into it with Okongwu. And they have to be separated again. Jordy Fernandez gets in there, separating them. Tempers Flair for the second time in the last few minutes in Atlanta.
Trae Young was already in mid-season form in Game 1.
Trae, oh nice.
A little ball fake to set up that.
So try as he may, Cam Thomas's 36-point explosion was not enough to snag the win in A-Town.
Thomas hoists the 3 and hits. Wow.
Meanwhile, Draymond started off the season by penciling in his first tech of the season.
And then Buddy Hield ran back and knocked it away from Avdia. They're going to get Draymond for a foul.
They're trying to calm him down, and Draymond just kept coming. He's in mid-season form. He's still having conversations.
And Josh Giddey started his by getting booed in New Orleans. While Ja was busy icing the Jazz by creating something out of literally nothing.
Two-man game with Bane.
Oh, wow.
Going behind the back, attacking, hanging, and hitting. Oh, my word. What a play by Morant.
But of all the games of the day, the most comedic was Hornets versus Rockets. Jalen Green was feeling good after signing his new contract, and he almost celebrated with what could have been the dunk of the year.
Jalen Green! Oh, missed the punch.
And Şengün, ever the understudy, was busy doing his best Baby Jokic impression. On the other end, Brandon Miller gave us what we all wanted to start the season. Something for the Hornets commentators to go crazy about.
Flashback in 2021.
Brandon Miller, first dunk of the year.
And LaMelo was doing what he does best, putting Hornets fans on an involuntary emotional roller coaster all game long.
LaMelo gets it back from Miles. From Galveston. Got it back and throws it through. The basketball gods love LaMelo.
Fortunately for them, this roller coaster ended in a win for Charlotte.
Leaves it for Grant. Relocates. Yes! Williams, how do you do?
But while Melo was passing up open threes to share the spoils with his boys,
And Miller score the goal and a foul.
Terrence Mann had already had it up to here with Harden's BS. The Clippers' owner, on the other hand, was like a kid in a candy store in his shiny new arena.
Meanwhile, the man who built this venue, Steve Ballmer, the owner of the Clippers.
This game came down to the wire.
They say it never hit rim. Coffee.
To the last drop.
with players literally bleeding for the win.
Yeah, Zubats extended the arm and caught Royce O'Neal in the face as you see the blood on the mouth of Royce O'Neal.
And the Clipper wall is already causing problems for the opposition at the charity stripe.
It's definitely a different look. Clearly, road teams are going to be shooting into that in the second half every night.
However, Easy Money Sniper redeemed himself by going full clutch to send the game to overtime.
6 spinning into the lane, doubled by Harden. Durant gets the shot away and hits it to tie the game at 103.
In the end, Clipper fans were pulling their hair after Harden missed the game-tying free throw in overtime.
A chance to tie the game. In and out. Rebound, Nurkic. Good job, Nurk!
Because
I'm told Kawhi Leonard will be missing weeks.
October 24th, 2024. I miss Klay. On Thursday, everything felt new in the NBA. We got to see the second overall pick, Klay's debut in a Mavs uniform, and DeMar, the mid-range assassin, DeRozan lacing them up for the Kings. Speaking of the second overall pick, JT immediately made sure to give him his welcome to the NBA moment.
Tatum again going to work on Sarr. Welcome to the league, Rook.
But Jordan Poole had other intentions, throwing a certified pool party to start the game.
Poole, the sidestep, and the triple. Double figures in the first 5 minutes for Jordan Poole.
His teammate, on the other hand, had the crowd booing after doing this.
He's having a tough time with the basketball. Another air ball shot by Kuz.
The defending champs made easy work of the Wizards, and even though this Pritchard bomb didn't count,
That'll put it in. Are they going to count that?
What'd I say?
No basket.
everyone was still left thinking, how does he keep doing this? Klay made his Mavs debut, and he destroyed all the Klay is washed haters by setting a Mavs record for the most threes in a Mavs debut.
In the corner, Klay Thompson with a beautiful stroke and a three.
6 of them, all of them huge.
And 3 more free throws. Klay Thompson, 3.
Luka didn't even have to look. Bro was celebrating before the shot even went in.
Luka started to run the other way, not even looking.
For the Spurs, Wemby shot 27% from the field, and CP3 said, "Hold my beer," shooting an even worse 16% from the field.
And a 3 by Paul. Short.
The offense looked rough, and if this continues, then that 5-year playoff drought will be due for an extension very soon.
It's Paul. Sohan. Oh, what a block. By Kleba.
As always, Luka was not a big fan of the whistle.
Luka Doncic. You think there's collision?
And as we are now accustomed to seeing, his bag was as bottomless as ever.
What a pass, Washington! Oh! That was beautiful!
The best part of the game was seeing how much the Mavs are prioritizing defense this season.
Benyama poked away by Thompson.
And Luka is buying in even more on that end of the court.
And when Benyama goes down, ball jarred 3. Hardy, good pass to Lively! Oh, what a play!
After losing to the Lakers 2 days prior, the Wolves came into Sacktown looking to bounce back. Lucky for them, the Kings haven't won a season opener at home since 2013. Julius Randle led the Wolves and was super aggressive on offense.
Working on Len. Step back 3. Money!
A completely different player from the one we saw against LA. So far this season, we are seeing a change in the way the Wolves are playing basketball. They are shooting the most threes they have ever shot.
Edwards finding Naz Reid in the corner. Cash!
An adjustment after losing last year's Western Conference Finals. The mid-range assassin looked good in his debut in a Kings uniform.
Over DiVincenzo. Light work for the president of the MIDI committee.
But his team-leading 26 points
off the double drag, DeRozan got to the rim!
Were not enough to win the Kings their first season opener at home since 2013.
They looked for him first, cross court. Murray for the win! Oh, it rims out!
However, when we flew over to Denver, we found Russell Westbrook getting a standing ovation in his Nuggets debut.
And it is the Denver Nuggets debut for Russell Westbrook.
But when the game commenced, it was a mixed bag.
For Denver, Westbrook lines it up. Air ball. And he somebody just lost their shoe. The full picture.
Russ just knocked his shoe out of his hand.
On a more positive note, one thing Russ didn't lack was energy.
Alexander gliding up the floor, blocked by Westbrook.
And that's what you gotta love. And that's what you love about Russ.
And the Nuggets' offense was still pulling tricks even before Halloween.
Porter, Jokic, no look. The blind feed to Brown for 2.
At the end of the day, the game belonged to the Thunder, with Chet dominating on both ends.
Wallace, Porter, denied. Holmgren.
And Shea dancing on the graves of his enemies.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the fake. That's nasty.
The Thunder sent a message to the league.
Another block. Chet Holmgren.
The scariest part, at an average of 24 years and 148 days, the Thunder opened the regular season with the youngest roster in the league. Hey, Caruso, what do we say?
Hold on. Oh, you got something for us. Oh, you got the newest member of the Thunder. He's got to lead us.
October 25th, 2024. Introducing the Splash Buddy. The NBA on Friday gave us everything we could have hoped for. Thrills, chills, and just the right amount of chaos. Things started in Atlanta, where bearded Trey was playing on a new vibe.
Draw the foul on Diabate. Trey outside the logo for 3.
People said Trey wasn't about that defense life. Well, they might want to reconsider.
Look at Trey go down there and scrap. And Daniels takes it home.
Trey notched his 79th career 30-point, 10-assist game, leapfrogging Luka Doncic for 5th most in the history of the NBA.
Trey recaptures the dribble. Gotta go with 2. Steps in, floater good. Man, that was a 9-1-1 floater.
But LaMelo was on another planet, casually sinking absurd threes.
A couple of fouls to play with. LaMelo! Are you kidding? Diddly D!
This man was in his element, pulling off moves that left defenders stuck in another time zone.
But he got LaMelo. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! He's fouled and will go to the line, all because of that fancy dribbling.
Sadly, despite his valiant efforts and ridiculous highlights, they still took the L by 5 points. Out in Utah, the Warriors were putting on another hoops clinic, just pure art in motion.
Steph knocking it away. Curry with the pressure. Wiggins an open wing 3. Got it!
And while the Jazz were doing everything to sabotage themselves,
the ball comes off the heel of Santos. Wow, that's tough.
Kind of indicator of what went down tonight. Hanging up on the rim. Ball was up in the cylinder and a Will Hardy stare.
The Splash Buddy was back in business as always. Buddy Hield is the perfect player for Kerr's motion offense.
Buddy Hield again. Buddy Hield for 3.
But they're looking for him now, too. That's the thing about playing with the Warriors.
Hitting 6 3-pointers and wrapping up the half with 24 points. Up in the 6th, things got crazy. An overtime-level game without actual overtime. Thanks to Tony Brothers, this dude blew so many whistles, the game lasted 3 hours.
Crazy. There were 99 free throws taken in the game. 99! If Jay-Z were watching, you might say 99 free throws and no one had fun.
But in between those free throws, Scotty Barnes reminded everyone why he's got next.
Scotty, right to the iron, the two-handed slam!
Meanwhile, Scoot Henderson was weaving through the defense like he was at an all-you-can-eat buffet. He was unstoppable.
Colorado hot pursuit. Now he brings it back the other way, hangs into the air and uses that big physical body.
But after cruising for 3 quarters, the Blazers somehow ran out of talent. And just like that, B.I. decided it was time to close up shop, nailing a cold-blooded game winner.
Will he get it off in time? Yep. Makes it count! Huge by Brandon Ingram at the end of the shot clock.
To make things worse for the Blazers, Herb Jones and Zion teamed up for the ultimate rejection party as the Pels snuck away with the W by 2 points.
Herb will meet him on the other side as he tries to get there. Blocked by Herb and Zion. Pels escape.
While Giannis was in full Hulk mode.
Need some help. There's Giannis. Woo! Start the party. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Spida was fumbling, stumbling, but still stayed humble because somehow, out of the chaos, came an insane behind-the-back pass to Darius Garland.
The deck nearly got run over by Cunningham behind the back. Garland! Got it!
And Jet Howard was out there splashing shots right in front of his pops down in Orlando.
Right in front of his dad. Turn around, look at him and say, "Kapaya!"
And out in La La Land, LeBron James was in full QB mode, firing pinpoint lasers across the court.
Oh, great pass!
What a pass!
What a pass by LeBron!
Even in year 22, the King and the Brow connection is still running smoothly as a well-oiled machine. With the game already in the refrigerator, Devin Booker decided to turn garbage time into his personal prime time.
Goes to Booker. Booker lays it in.
But that wasn't the real headline. For the first time in 13 years, the Lakers start the season 2-0.